Hey my lovelies, and welcome back to my channel on episode 11 of Not So Berry Generation 3, or the Yellow Gen. And I hope you liked the machinima that I did at the beginning of the episode, where I normally have the three pictures to summarize what the episode is going to be about. I thought this might be a little bit of a cuter way to showcase Ruby and Julian's wedding. They are now officially married. They didn't take each other's last name. I've done this several times to make sure that I got the machinima where I wanted. But if you check romantic, they are married. It does say spouse, but they just decided to keep their own name, which I think is fine. And is there... Okay, there is romance happening between Zoe and Alvaro, who are of course not blood related, since Zoe is first of all adopted, but secondly, Alvaro is not blood related to Ruby, who of course is blood related to Haley, who then is the adoptive mother of Zoe. So there is no blood relation between these two. And I did get several pop-ups actually every single time I played the wedding, that he did seem to be attracted to her. I'm not gonna do anything about it. I'm not gonna force anything else. I'm just gonna see where these two are going to take it. Maybe the um, romance is very in the air and they just feel like they want to take this step. But yeah, the wedding is underway. Everybody is still here. I'm not sure how long the wedding will take. It does seem that we might have the wedding cut short, because for me, every single time I play this, it does end at a certain time. So we'll see how far it goes. Right now, these two are just dancing, having their first dance again. And I do want to give a little toast with Opal, so that's what we're going to do as well. For tomorrow, she does actually have her final exams. Currently, I'm in this household and I have her controlled via SimHub, so I can still control her. But it is actually the household with Ruby and Julian. They've officially moved in together into Ruby's apartment, but they will be searching for a house together. They sold Julian's house already, but they just want to take a little bit of time to find the right place for the two of them. I said, as mentioned, I do want to have her give a toast for her parents. But tomorrow is I'm I'm all over the place. But tomorrow is the final term day. She will have her final exams. I've had her study all weekend and every day in preparation for the exam. So we'll see if she's gonna keep that A plus, or if she's gonna keep that A, or if she's gonna get an A plus. She is ready to take the toast. I don't think anybody is really listening. But at least that does mean that we have toasts ticked off, so that her parents have that perfect wedding. I did also make sure that she met everybody from the family, but that she also met Rochelle, because of course Rochelle, she's not blood related to her dad, but she basically did grow up with Julian, so I wanted to make sure that that happened. And I'm kind of getting myself familiar with this family again, because the last time I played this family was in November. So I'm kind of checking the skills and everything, also for you lovely, so you are up to date. She did finalize logic, which is not as part of the challenge rules. Handiness and rocket science are. So we do have to level those up to level 10. And as I've stated before, robotics at level 6. I do want to get that as level 10 as well. That's kind of a side role that I have for her. And I did have it in another part of the playthrough, but she did actually get a ambition or discovered goal that she wants to have level 5 in 10 skills. So let me know in the comments down below if this pops up, which skills she should get. She has 6 so far, which are the ones that we've been mostly working on. But if there's anything else, let me know in the comments down below. Or if in general, if there's a skill that you think might be suiting her and her life. For example, I've been thinking of maybe doing something in terms of natural living, so that she can survive by knowing what to track and what to see outdoors. So if she ever gets stranded somewhere, she knows what to do. That's something that I've been thinking about. But Just let me know in the comments down below what you lovelies think. For now, we're just going to enjoy this wedding, and apparently Opal likes island music. Why don't we have everybody do a little bit of a wedding group dance? Let's see if we can get that happening. At least 2 Sims. Well, we're gonna just add everybody in a group then. Or can Ruby actually do this? I think Ruby knows more people. So let's just add everybody into a group so we can do a little bit of a wedding group dance. Okay, I do see already some Sims dancing. Opal's actually reaching her fitness. Wait, how fast is this building up the fitness? Fitness level 5. She's gonna reach level 6 already, but now they're all dancing in sync, which I think is very, very cute to see. She is apparently building fitness up from this and not dancing, which I do find interesting. But yeah, they're all doing a little bit of a group dance together, which I think is very nice. I wish I could have added everybody so we would have had the whole wedding party in there, but there's around 20 people in here, 22 people in there. If I check the Berry fam, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 16, 20 people in there. And then we have Rochelle and Janine as part of the wedding group as well. Zoe wants us to be a contestant at Love Highlands because there's something in the air. Is she saying that she likes Alvaro as well? They do have a sentiment. Closer from happy memories. So there is a little bit of a sentiment between these two. I really don't know. Let me know in the comments down below what you lovelies think. But are these two going to be in a relationship together? Is it just a little bit of a teenage fling? Is it just the feelings of a wedding and it's not anything real? Let me know in the comments down below what you lovelies think. I think it might be very cute if these two end up together. I think that would be a nice way to connect Alvaro to the rest of the family. But also if it's just a friendship, I think that would also still be very sweet because we have a lot of teenagers in this family. Zoe is a teenager, Blair is a teenager, Atticus is a teenager who is of course the youngest son of Rory. Then we have Crystal who is a teen. Valeria, Lydian, we have a lot of different teens in his family, so I think it would also be very sweet if we have some friendships between them. And you are talking with Rochelle. You are very energized. Kind of thinking, should you take a jog to level up your fitness? Because I do think for her career, she does need to get fitness to level 10. Even though that's something that we're supposed to do with the next generation, I do think she also needs to do it. But I might just also have her enjoy the party, maybe talk to her brother, give him a little bit of a hug. And that's the end of the wedding. So we're just gonna give a little bit of a hug to our brother, head home, prepare for the exams, and see if we can get that A+ in the next day. It is the next morning. Opal is doing some final studying for handiness and being handy. Since that is the first exam that she will have. And unfortunately, I've noticed that most of my pictures have turned black, especially the ones with her grandma. So I will have to check out which pictures were those and try to recreate them or find them again so we can hang them up again. As I do think it's really sad that she lost those pictures, especially since those are pictures with her and her grandma at the museum. I think her and her grandma when she was a little baby. So maybe one with her brother as well. But I just need to figure out which ones of those. Right now she's going to university, so she will immediately go into the other class when she is back from the first exam. So fingers crossed she gets that A+ and basically gets a distinct degree with honors. I won't be using the degree to get her into a high level immediately. I do want the same as what I did with Ruby. I want her to have the degree, since in real life you would also study for a degree, but you wouldn't start at the highest level. So I want her to have the degree to qualify for her job and then start building up her job from basically day one, first level, all the way up to level 10. So let's see if she can actually get the distinguished degree. Maybe it will give her a bonus. Maybe... Oh, she is so anxious. I think she wants an A+ as well. But maybe it will help us in the long run with some of the skills. But we're not going to get the signing bonus. We're not going to get the level up bonus to start at a higher level. Just because I feel this way it's a little bit more challenging to actually do these kind of challenges. And Opal is back home for both classes. She did confidently turn in her homework and squeezed out every bit of knowledge that she could. So hopefully she will get an A+. We've been working really, really hard towards it. And she did get a call from her aunt, from Emma, asking if she wanted to go to the museum together. So I do think as Opal, who loves to go to the museum, who does have that little bit of a love for exploring, whether it is archaeology, whether it's space, whether it is science, she just loves learning. And oh, her dad is calling, probably to ask how the exams went. But she just loves exploring. She just loves discovering new things. She has a clever spark where she has a eureka moment. She has a scientific brain. She's a quick learner. So I do think going to the museum with her aunts is going to be very fun. I'm hoping that we can actually join. So maybe we go to the museum in Sanskoya because she is also bored from her ADHD. So if we go to that one, maybe we can do a little bit of science there. So that's one thing that I'm hoping. Right now I'm checking if we have a book that she can actually romance, which we got from... Oh, you have a rocket science book actually. Read the rocket science book. Where's rocket science? Read the rocket science book so we can actually work on that until we get the call from Emma again, or until we get our results of this term, which is basically going to be our final term. And at the end of this episode, I didn't mention before, but getting Ruby married is actually the final thing that she had to do for her generation. So at the end of this episode, I will have pictures of her whole generation as a way to officially end her generation. So normally I do that at the end when I officially end a generation, but since we couldn't do that when I went from Ruby to Opal, I'm going to do it in this episode instead. So I hope you lovelies are excited to go down to memory lane as well. Do we need to... Oh, we actually need to read level 3. Read level 3 instead if you are bored. Since I want to get it up right now, and I'm kind of thinking that we cannot start building a rocket ship yet. We need some money for that. So once we are graduated, I will start a job. We'll start building up the money. What I also want her to do is actually get a tattoo in memory of her grandma. I've had a tattoo designed for... Oh, I think that's the museum in Samashuno, we'll see. But I've had a tattoo designed in honor of her grandma that is going to have a little bit of a mixture of both her interest and her grandma's interest. So I want her to get it either in this episode or the next episode as well, as a little bit of a homage to Pepper, our first generation, but also as a way for Opal to treat herself after she gets her final grade in. So Emma has actually taken us to the Plumba Picture Museum in Delso Valley, which is not the most interesting one. So I'm actually going to replace it by this version from Marie Lenny Joe, which you can find by searching hashtag Plumba Pictures Museum, looking for the 40x30 old museum. And this one is a modern museum which exhibits objects and outfits from famous movies as well as film sets. Your Sims can watch movies or have a drink on the top floor, paint in the covered courtyard, and even visit a complete film set in the basement. So we're gonna place this one down. I hope my game doesn't crash, but I do think this is going to be a little bit more interesting than what is currently in place, since there is literally just things to view and not really things to do. I'm also kind of thinking Emma doesn't have any tattoos, but since she is a firefighter, I kind of feel like a tattoo would be fitting for her. So we might just go to the museum and then maybe head over to Haven to actually get our tattoos together at the same time. So for now, just say hi to your aunt, who is definitely dressed way warmer than you are. Let's see, can we... Oh, she's no. She's in hyper focus. So, no, that's not gonna happen because otherwise you won't be able to do any conversations with your aunt. So just do a little bit of talking. Maybe share some photos from your mom's wedding, which I think is really cute to see them. Ask about favorite author. Just do a little bit of conversations. And let's see what this museum looks like. Oh, we have something in terms of, I would say, a superhero movie here. This kind of reminds me of... Oh, this is Star Wars. We have Star Wars here. Then this would be a dystopian movie. What do we have here? Here we have an alien movie. Then upstairs we have some movie posters. We have like some more posters. We have a Western style movie. And then here we have the movie and drinks area. So why don't we watch a movie together? Let's see. Can we get some popcorn first? Let's see if we can get some popcorn first, because that's something you would get with a movie. I don't think we can, which is... Nah, it is what it is. But why don't we watch a movie together? Watch movie. Let's see. Kind of thinking... She would probably say The Adventures of Spaceship Simulation, but I also think that's a little bit more like of a kids movie. Why don't we watch Moonlight Massacre 3 with your aunt? So they're just gonna watch a little bit of a movie. They're gonna have a little bit of a fun time at the museum until this goes down just a bit, and then we will head over to Nordhaven to get our tattoos. But actually, I kind of like this. I think this is a really cute build. With all of the different movie sets, you have to guess which movies they're from. I kind of think this does remind me a little bit of The Last of Us as well. And down here we have the art plaza, so you can do some painting over here. You have this actual movie set where you could see where people would stand, how the scene would play out, how the filming works. I also think that's really cute, really cool how they've designed this and how they've fully set this up. Because you can overlook this, but you cannot actually go into this area. In the painting here, you can see I actually have a override by SimplyWilleke, which lets people sit on a chair when they do a smaller painting, which makes a lot more sense than basically eyesight level they would look over here. And I also have a mod that immediately puts paintings into a Sims inventory. So once a painting is finished, you don't get it stuck over at the easel. So that's really nice to see. Who's coming over? Who's chatting with you? I think the bartender wanted to chat with us, but they are watching the movie on the big screen. Why don't you sit together over here as well while enjoying the movie? She's feeling happy that she didn't start a new relationship. That's good to hear. I think she's enjoying the time with her aunt, so just keep enjoying it, and then we will go for tattoos. The movie has ended, so I think it's time for us to... Okay, yes, we can. I think it is time. I did add Emma to the household using the Sim Control Hub, just to make sure that we can actually give her that tattoo. But it's time to get a little bit of food and travel over to also get a tattoo. So I'm hoping of kind of finding an area where we have both at the same time. But let's see, Emma, please stay. I want to say, please stay with us. I will find the venue and I will see you lovelies there. But I am excited to see what you lovelies think about the tattoo that I have designed for Opal. I really like the tattoo. I think it's a really nice one. But I did have it hand drawn myself using the feature from Business and Hobbies, so it might not look the greatest. I am hoping it will. But in case it's not, I do hope you lovely still like it. We have a cafe over here. This is a tattoo business spelled neon, but I'm not sure if it has food. And let's see. We do have coffee boat, which is how you say it in Dutch, which is basically Dutch for a coffee bean. We have coffee boat over here, so we could visit that and then head to either this. We can go to this cafe and then to here. We have the hair salon. Or we can just go immediately to the tattoo salon, which I do think we are just going to do instead. So let's just travel to Spilled Neon, get the tattoos, and maybe get the food after. Okay, we are here. There is... we have 2 A pluses. So she's actually graduated with a term GPA of an A plus, which gives her final GPA an A plus as well. Which means that we will have a graduation ceremony tomorrow. But what I wanted to say is there's only one table here. So let's check into the ticket kiosk that both of them buy their entry tickets. There's only 42 simoleons. Can you get... Oh, you have to wait for Opal. Can you get your ticket now? There we go. Opal was just in the way, but we got our tickets. So let's request a tattoo. Wait, where are the owners? Okay, Nia should be able to provide us a tattoo, right? Request tattoo service. Okay. Request custom tattoo, and I want to request a custom dedication tattoo, hoping that I can... No. I can no longer dedicate it to her grandma. Okay, so instead we're gonna just request a regular custom tattoo. I was really hoping that we could dedicate it to her grandma instead, but if that's not the case, I'll just wait until I can click on Nia. Okay, Nia's coming over, so we are going to request tattoo, request custom tattoo. This will bring us into Create a Sim, and then we can actually select the tattoo that we want. Nia, can you please just come over? Call over again. Please make sure that she comes here because I want to request a tattoo from you. And if you are not available, I won't be able to get that tattoo. So please come, please go into your actual business and let me get that tattoo. So we are in Create a Sim and the tattoo that I want is here on the gallery. I am thinking of maybe giving her one of these tattoos in the future because I really like these designs. I also like the moon phases for her. So I might give one of these to her in the future, but for now, this is the tattoo that I've designed. And if we're gonna apply it, basically, I also designed it on her specifically. But it is a science beaker with stars, a moon, and a little planet surrounded with more stars. I think it's really cute. It isn't my greatest design. I had to hand draw this and I'm not the greatest at it, but I do think it is something that is really her. Maybe she designed it herself and she didn't want it to be perfect because she is always chasing perfectionism. But her grandma did teach her that sometimes things are perfect by being imperfect. So she also wanted something in that regard. So yeah, that's the tattoo that we're gonna give Opal. I do hope you lovelies liked it. Let me know in the comments down below. And then let's head into create a sim for Emma as well to also make sure that she gets some tattoos. And this is the tattoo in real life, so he can see it as it is. It will pop out on some of the outfits, but it is also something that she can cover up by wearing some clothing, but I don't think it is necessary in the career that she's going to have. And she did actually get a milestone for it, got her first tattoo, so I think she is really happy with it. She also does have a confident boost with nice ink. Opal is quite pleased with how her new tattoo turned out. Now time to show it off. So she also does have tattoo paints. So it did hurt a little bit, but I do think we should show it off to Emma. And once I entered back into live mode, it didn't... The sims were gone for me. Everything was grayed out, so I'm not going to have Emma get a tattoo as well and pay for it. I'm just instead going into create a sim and giving her a tattoo because I'm scared that everything will gray out again. But for now, we are going to... Let's see, can we show off our tattoo? Probably in interest. It's been a while since I've done this actually. Where can we show off? Oh, there we go. In hobbies. She's gonna show off her new tattoo to Emma, and then we will give Emma a tattoo as well, but let's see what Emma thinks of it. Okay, I think she likes it. Opal knows her ink looks awesome, but it's a great feeling when other sims think too. So I think her aunt likes it, especially turning down the volume a little bit for me, especially since it's also dedicated to Emma's mom, since Pepper was of course Emma's mom as well. I do think she's going to like it, and now we are going to enter create a sim for Emma as well to give her also some tattoos. I'm going to give her a little bit more tattoos, as I do think firefighters do typically have some more. I know it's a stereotype, but none of my sims in this series had tattoos except for Makoa. So I do also like to have one sim that has a little bit more of tattoos, maybe some dedication to Makoa as well. So I'm going to, because of Makoa had these type of tattoos, which are more related to Solani. But I do want something that either we do as a dedication to Makoa or something that is a little bit more out there. So we have, for example, this tattoo. We have this, which I don't think would really suit Emma. I'm kind of thinking in terms of the arms, like something that's a little bit more off a full sleeve. I think might be matching her, but I don't think she would really go for these floral ones. So I'm kind of just gonna go through all of the ones that I have and see which ones I think fit her the most. So for Emma, I decided to go with these tattoos that are similar to what her dad has, but also has had, but also to provide a little bit of a link to her heritage. I do think they look really nice. I went through all of the different designs, but I think I like these the most. And I kind of was thinking to maybe layer it and do something in terms of the leg, where we also can give her the leg tattoo. But I have something else in the leg section as well. I have in the leg section these, which are a little bit more of a bigger design. And they come in 3 different options, of which I like this one that goes over the hip. So I'm kind of thinking to give her this one as well. But I will hold off on that one for now and just keep these two, and maybe in the future I will also check on the gallery to see if somebody has created a custom tattoo with all of these Maori lines, I think is the right naming for the tattoo. But I am going to check in the future because I do think giving her some link to her heritage and where her dad comes from might be really nice to have one sim dedicating the tattoos to Makoa and one sim dedicating the tattoos to Pepper. So I hope you lovelies like the tattoos for both of them. We won't be seeing Emma's tattoos right now since she has a little bit of her warmer outfit on. But we can go out for dinner before I end this episode and have a little bit more of a aunt-niece bonding time, which I do think is really cute, that she's spending a little bit more time with family. So we're back in Strangerville, and I decided instead of bringing them to this little diner that is actually located over here, to a little bar as well, since it's already quite late, but we can still get some food if this shack will open up, which I do think it is. Yes. So we are gonna order some food from here and just enjoy this little diner area. I am going to have both of them heckle. We can also sit a little bit in the bar, play some bar games. There's even, that's what I really like about this lot, is there's even an area to train. You have a full fitness area, you have this bar area. So there's kind of a lot of everything. And I do think I placed this down from the gallery myself, but I cannot remember the creator. So if I figure out the creator, I will link it in the description down below. But otherwise, typically you can find these type of bars if you search on the gallery the name of the lot using hashtag name of the lot and do all the selections, then normally you would find this bar. So we're not getting a discount. So then instead we're gonna have a group order for group. It's a it's a mod I have, but I do like that mod, so you can order for groups that are not in your household at the same time. So she's gonna wait for food so we can have an order for both Emma and Opal. Emma's gonna eat her hot dog as well. And I do think we are gonna play a little bit of a bar game over here, just have a little bit of fun before I end this episode. But both of them are really playful. I do think they like spending some time together. They are a little bit closer in age, since Emma is of course a young adult as well. So she has 19 days to age up into her young adult, and Emma has 6. So she's only 13 days older than Opal, which does mean that they did actually have some overlap in their childhoods, and you can see that with their bond, that she does have a closer bond to Emma compared to the rest of her aunts and uncles, because they already have moved out when she came to visit her grandparents a lot. Or when her grandparents came to her, they would bring Emma with them as well. So she has a lot closer bond with Emma than the rest of the family. So I do like that Emma also calls her and comes over and asks her to spend some time together. So they really have that aunt-niece friendship, or more of a closer bond than she might have with some other aunts and uncles. I'm dragging this on way too long. But please play your little game. Just have a little bit of fun time. Show off your tattoo before I end this episode. They have just become good friends, but it does seem that Opal is currently winning. She did score a few times already. So we'll see if she's actually going to be the ultimate winner of this game. She's mostly in this spot. I've never actually seen her move to this spot. Wait, is she red? Oh no, she's red. So she's actually been losing because Emma scored twice. Probably because she also should defend your goal. But she did score once. So I think it's now 3-1 for Emma. Well, let's see if we can get a final round to see if Opal can catch up a little bit. Opal, you do have to move. Yeah, it's 4-1. Opal's definitely losing. I was about to say, like, Opal, you do have to move to your defenders sometimes. Right now, that's great, girly. Because only playing offense is not the greatest defense. So sometimes the greatest offense is playing some defense. But I am going to end the episode here, so we also have some time for all of the pictures from Ruby's generation. So I hope you lovelies like this episode. If you do, click the like button down below. Let me know what your greatest memory was of Ruby's generation now that her generation has fully ended by having all rules ticked off. And if you're not subscribed yet and don't want to miss out on either a wholesome or chaotic video, make sure you click the little subscribe button down below as well. And I'll see you lovelies in the next one. I found you in